Hey there, fellas, Frankie Day here. Okay, guys, it's Wednesday evening, and this will be video number 1 on my build of my Grumman Gulfhawk that I did. And so far, everything is about done on it, with the exception of mounting the top wing, and the decals, and the final paint schedule on it. So it's all put together, folks. I've got a couple coats of primer on there, and let that primer dry. And by either Friday or Saturday of this week, I'll go ahead and start airbrushing the orange on it. Now the orange I'm going to use, folks, is going to be, this is called Gulf Orange, and I call it Gulf Orange, but it's a Tamiya paint, and it's called number X6. It's orange paint. And this is the color that I'll be using on this Gulfhawk. This thing is a really brilliant yellow orange, and it's about the closest color that there is that it'll match the Gulf color. And only thing bad about this kind of a paint, fellas, I mean, that regardless if it's water-based or mineral spirits, it's like that of paint and stuff like that. They lose their brilliance and luster, so they kind of fade out a little bit like sun bleach. If you got natural light hits it all the time, or sunlight like that, it bleaches out the color to a like an international orange color. I had those experiences before using that paint, and all paint exactly like that. Okay, guys, getting back to the Grumman Gulfhawk. The Gulfhawk has been all assembled, with the exception of the propeller and the geared shaft that operates the landing gear. This landing gear is functional on this model. Everything on it works as the way it was designed. And so I'm letting this primer dry. I'll probably by, like I say, Friday or Saturday, I'll go ahead and have this thing painted up as natural colors, and should have it done by Monday next week. Perhaps maybe early, I don't know, it depends how it goes. But like I said, I've got nothing in time, fellas. I'm all retired now, and I'm pulling kits out of the stash pile right and left, and I'll probably do 4 or 5 at a time, since I have time to do all that. Let's get back to the Gulfhawk. Okay, guys, as you can see, it laying on top of my little cutting mat right there I have. That's about as far as I got on her. The landing gear is in the folded up position, and I got gears there. Like you twirl these gears around like that, the landing gear will come down. I'll demonstrate that next video. Here's the cowling right here. The shaft goes through there as a gear right there, and hooks up to the center of the firewall it meshes in the gear. As you turn the propeller, the wheels will retract or extend. A very, very beautiful feature in this aircraft, only one in the world that does this. So that is about as far as I got the extent of the construction of this, fellas. And so I see about 1, 2, about 2 imperfections that need to be touched up with some filler. I need a little filler touch up right about here. Right there in the wing group where the wing joins. Gotta just put a little tad of filler right there, and a little filler on the leading edge on the starboard wing fillet. That needs to be filled in. In other words, let that dry. Go ahead and sand that, and reprime again, let it dry, and paint. So this is one kind of kit, fellas. This kit here, I was hoping one of these days Revell Germany would go back and rebox this kit again. It would really make a very excellent contender and collection to your stash and to yourself. And maybe perhaps one of these days the good folks at Revell Germany will rebox this kit. This kit has never been reboxed since 1983, when they're bringing out their History Maker kits. And what the History Maker kits is, there's only limited production run of them, and other than that, they just don't make it no more. So I haven't seen this model in production over 30 years. And so perhaps one of these days the good folks of Revell Germany will rebox this beautiful kit. This is a Beetle airplane, fellas. It's one of the kind, you know. It's not very many out there that has the fidelity of detail and the operational features of that of the real aircraft. And that's what it was back in my younger days, fellas. When you got a kit like this, cost you $2 back then. And this thing was the one of a kind kit that no other kits had been equaled. Okay, guys, I'll bring the camera around to yours truly and finish up the video and discuss what's next. Oh, okay, guys. Here I is one more time. Okay, guys, after this video, I'm going to go back and touch up a couple of imperfections with some filler, let it dry overnight, and sand tomorrow and prime. I'll let it dry until I get to it. Right now, I want to start turning to on the USS California, my battleship over here. And she's coming along quite well too, fellas. There's so many small pieces of this thing, 1/700 scale. You practically got to be a brain surgeon just to put all that stuff together. How those 1/700 boys do it is beyond me, but 1/700 scale to me is a challenge. I used to build a 1/1200 scale for about as long as this cigar, and made little pieces for it. That was years ago. And you want to get a migraine headache, do that. But 1/700 scale is very comfortable. It's about the small scale I can get involved with. Because my eyes, you know, I'm getting old. My eyeballs are changing a lot. And for you young fellas out there, you guys can see a pimple on that ass 60 meters away. And this old goat right here can see good, but don't see like I used to. So that's about the shitty thing about life, folks, is getting old. Other than that, I'm enjoying my retirement, and I've got nothing better to do than build models and entertain you great fellows out there, and that'd be it. So anyway, that'll be it for tonight, fellas. Next video, I'll have a video be tomorrow night of the USS California. So stay tuned for that, and right after that, I got another one I'll be popping out for inbox review and entry. So stay tuned for the USS California. Have it for you tomorrow evening, fellas. God love you guys. This is Frankie Day signing off. Thank you for tuning in. And to make Mama happy, please subscribe. Happy Model Building. Bye, boys.